Ayman Khan here for Seconds Out with the one and only Eddie Hearn. Eddie, good fight this and prospect between Leigh Wood and Mauricio Lara. You get the feeling that neither fighter can be reckless, otherwise it's lights out.
Yeah, I mean, great fight. I mean, I know I'm promoting the show, but as a fight fan, can't wait to see it. Saw them both in the ring. Lara was hitting pads, everything we know. Huge puncher, extremely dangerous. But Leigh Wood can really fight, and he chose this fight. So him and Ben Davison clearly see something in this fight, and it's a very dangerous fight. Hats off to Leigh Wood. These are the kind of fights that we love to see, and it's going to be epic on Saturday night.
And we're through the card, what fight should fight fans look out for? What's the sleeper fight of the night?
I like Dalton Smith against Allington. Allington's an English champion. It's a good British fighter that on his day could win a British title, but maybe not against Dalton Smith. Dalton Smith, we believe, one of the top prospects in the world. Chev Clark's got a good fight on her card. Gary Cully as well in a really tough fight against an unbeaten American. The professional debut of Aaron Bowen as well. Junaid Boston, Nico Levias, Kieran Conway, Sam Maxwell as well. That victory for him could see a British and Commonwealth clash with Dalton Smith. Lots of action, of course. The main event is the one everyone's talking about.
Speaking of the main event, is Josh Warrington the likely fight for the winner, or is it unifications in the division more likely?
I mean, look, Leigh Wood holds the aces if he wins. He's the number one featherweight in the world, in my opinion. Josh Warrington has lost his title, but what he brings is a big payday, huge support. So, he's got that option. He's got the option of unifications as well, but certainly Josh will be there on Saturday, and he'll want the winner either way.
Moving on to a couple of other things. People want your opinion on this. I know you fielded it on IFL, but Fury and USYK, no announcement just yet, Eddie. What do you know?
I mean, every time I give an opinion, I get people have a go at me. You're asking me the question. My opinion as a fan is I don't believe the fight will take place in England. I think Tyson Fury will want a much bigger split because commercially he has much more value than USYK. But in terms of the landscape and what's fair, 50-50 is the kind of deal that would get that done straight away. Fury's been very quiet. Obviously, when we were negotiating the AJ fight, every day was a deadline on social media. But maybe that means it's close. I have no idea. Honestly, I really don't know. What I said in the interview the other day was we would be willing to agree the AJ Fury fight now for the summer should AJ beat Franklin on April the 1st. So,
do you feel their side want that?
I think they want that fight. It's a massive fight. It's a much bigger fight than the USYK fight. Much bigger fight, commercially, payday, everything.
Joe Joyce is the same promotion.
Sorry?
Joe Joyce is the same promotion though. Maybe Joyce is like it?
It's a tenth of the fight of AJ against Fury, and it doesn't carry a world title. So for us, Fury would be the absolute perfect pick, and we would do that deal now. Fury could fight on April 29th if he wants as well. Just something that I threw out there. But listen, I understand the undisputed fight is important to people, and I hope it does get made.
A little bit of crosswise between you and AJ. You mentioned that your legacy was part of the comeback, but he mentioned money was part of the comeback there. Took you by surprise?
Money's important for these fighters, right? And AJ will always make sure he gets the best deal he can. I don't buy it completely. Legacy is important. I know he wants to become a world champion again, but maybe it's a way of taking the pressure off slightly. Also, I think it's time to be selfish. He's given a lot to the sport, and this is a very important moment in his career.
Did the deal with the zone have to be restructured to allow AJ to be off the pay-per-view platform?
No.
Deontay Wilder is fielding offers, Eddie? Have you put an offer forward?
No comment. No. I mean, look, he's talking to everybody. We'd love to welcome Deontay Wilder to the team. We've got a little bit of a sketchy history, but he's a great fighter, great personality, and we'll see what happens.
Let me just push you on that. You said he's talking to everybody, so he is talking to you.
Not necessarily. Good point, but we don't have to be part of everybody.
That's
fair. Everybody else.
True. Eubank Jr. has activated a rematch clause. Your thoughts on that?
I don't know who's got the rematch clause in terms of if it's Eubank with Wasserman or Wasserman have got it with Sky. I don't know, but I don't think he can beat Liam Smith. But I don't think he's got many other options right now. Obviously, until we wait for the Conor Benn decision, which we just wait on from the WBC.
You met up with Conor McGregor the other day. Is he going to be sponsoring that 500k hole for the security?
Possibly be sponsoring the fight, but I think time-wise and date-wise, we look to probably the Free Arena for May 20th and then Croke Park in September, both with his support. But we had a great day. He's a big supporter of Katie Taylor, and we'll see what happens over the next couple of weeks.
Now, there's no way I believe that you and Conor sat down and you didn't talk about you promoting a fight with him, especially considering he's returning at super middleweight and Canelo Alvarez fights at super middleweight. Eddie, tell me.
Not really. I mean, look, he's got a contract with the UFC, and Dana White, who's a friend of mine, and we didn't talk any business like that. Just interested to be around him. He's got great energy. I was in awe a little bit. He's a massive star, don't mind saying it. And had a great time in the Black Forge. Had a nice pint of stout and a little apple proper 12. And we'll see what happens with Katie Taylor.
Couple of final questions for me. First of all, Jake Paul's going to be, or Tommy Fury will be ranked, whichever winner of the fight that is, ranked by the WBC. Interesting development there.
Yeah, commercially I get it. You know, I don't think either fighter deserves that spot, but it's boxing, and you know, it's a good fight, and certainly the winner is, you know, would be undefeated. And there are other fighters in the governing body top 15 that don't deserve to be there either.
And the final thing for me, I just want to get your reaction to Robert Smith has appeared on TalkSport. He said that Conor Benn will not be approved to be licensed even with a foreign license until he's proved his innocence. Correct. Your reaction to that?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, ultimately, the decision from the WBC will put us in a position to, I believe, move forward and apply for a license or permission to box. But yeah, if he got banned or was found guilty by the WBC, he's absolutely right. They wouldn't sanction him to fight.
When is the decision likely?
I have absolutely no idea. No idea. I was told it was coming 10 days ago. I was told it was coming a week ago. We just wait. I wish it would come now, but there's nothing we can do other than keep saying, where is it?
Have you spoke to Mauricio since?
I'm not in charge of that case with the WBC. That's Conor Benn and his lawyers. Our team have spoken to Mauricio, not me personally, but they've said, you know, any chance? You know, it's been December, but we'll see. You know, we're desperate for the decision.
Cheers, I appreciate it.